the people that's involved. Like we still need a term where we can separate the two, right? Don't we need to be able to separate this person from that person? Because we making it seem like this person is that person. Don't we need what word can we use to separate this person from that person?
Why do we have to separate it?
Because this person is a person that's actually with you, that you trust, that you love, that you depend on. This person over here, you know they're not with you. You know they're not with you. So we need a name for this person that betrays our trust, that puts us in a situation who we got love for, who we care about, versus we know this other person ain't with us. That's just like, bro, one of your ops could snitch on you, right? But it's almost expected. But it's almost expected then, right?
But it's still snitching though. It's still snitching. We can't change the name of it.
But we gotta separate the two. We don't have to justify it, but we do have to. I feel like we do need to separate the two, is what I'm saying.
Why?
Can we separate the two? Because this person is not this person.
Okay, we get
That's
it.
all I'm saying. This person is this person.
And when the story comes out, we gonna realize, oh, it wasn't nobody who was with them. It was a little old lady in her crib, or this and that. And everybody might be like, well, she was justified. Well, she, you know what I'm saying? She's a civilian or whatever, but it's still what it is.
Oh, she ain't. But listen, that person ain't gonna be justified. You still gonna be on them. You still gonna want to like do what you gotta do, because you gotta protect yourself, right? But
so why do we separate them then?
Because listen, this person only know because you slip. This person right here know everything anyway, because they with you all the time. But what the old lady know is because of a mistake that you made. So you gave that old lady the information that she need to put you under when she wanted to put you under anyway, because you ain't doing nothing but destroying her neighborhood. So when you slip in front of her, that's your fault. But when this person right here that tell on you, you ain't slipping. You doing this every day. They know everything about you. They know every move that you make. They understand your life. They know who you is. And now that they got caught, they telling on you. We don't need to give that person the same name that we give the old lady, do we?
Hey, shout out G80 Shine. I just went live. I just posted it up. It wasn't even connect to the YouTube. G80 Shine say YBE. Man, much love, bro. Man, you know
you gonna get fired, bro. You supposed to
be another one. Like, shout out to J Man. But look, what I was gonna say.
Forget all that. You gonna get fired, bro. It's supposed to been on YouTube.
Hey, no. I don't know what happened, but anyway.
Hey, send me your thing, man. Send me your YouTube page. They asking for your YouTube page.
Yeah, the link.
Want to get in those comments.
Where you been? Hey, I'm sorry, bro. Look, man. It's been a long story. I've been dropping shorts, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm back. Let's just keep it simple. I'm back, bro. But listen.
Yeah, because you're doing all that talking, man. You asking all these out for all that. But go ahead.
Look, only thing I'm saying here, bro, like, I think that it is really, really bad when it get to a point where, like, sure, that's what I was trying to get. That Corvette, they say Shorty was snitching when something happened with a murder or something, and he was a little bitty kid. He witnessed something. His mama said, tell the police what happened, and he did. Everybody started saying they didn't want to buy his albums no more. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. That now they deeming Shorty a snitch and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he snitched. He was out of order.
As a kid, 12 years old?
What did he say?
No, his mama was out of order. She told him to do it.
She told him.
Hey, look.
She told him to do it.
Hey, I got a question right now. I ain't even gonna blow myself up. Mecca Malal say, and what he asking all us, would the hood be safer with 100 Charleston whites?
What do that mean?
Hey, hold on.
What do that mean exactly?
I vote to block Mecca Malal.
No.
I vote to block him, bro.
No, I like Mecca Malal.
That was a good guy and all that, but
that's a good question, man. But don't be so vague, man. What do you mean? You got to break that down, man, because Charleston White is a lot of things, bro.
The most thing is a snitch.
Charleston White is like the oldest of old ladies. He's going to investigate Tony Rome and give them the profile of the gangbanger that carries the gun. And he's going to find out where you put your gun and send them in the direction of that gun.
Love Charleston White.
He's going to try his best to squash the whole criminal organization.
But listen.
100.
But listen, though. Is he?
Hey, so hold on,
Is
right?
he gonna really do that though?
I,
Be
I
realistic.
believe
Is
he
he?
is. I believe he is, but I'm gonna answer the question though, since nobody else answered the question. No, the hood would not be safer with 100 Charleston Whites. You know why? Because Charleston White also provokes a lot of bullshit.
He do.
Charleston White will have 100 people, 100 Charleston Whites will have 200 people at his ass trying to kill him. So I don't think it would be safe. Like even though like yeah he got a good message and all that, and you know what I mean. Even though I don't agree with his message is on point.
Tune,
But
send me the YouTube, Tune. My bad, bro.
I'm
Go
not saying
ahead.
too.
no, that's the question, bro. Charleston White don't really say much different from Grandma now. No, Charleston White do say a lot different from
He do
Grandma now.
say a lot, dude.
Charleston White gonna say fuck your dead people and fuck your baby and all type of unnecessary shit that's gonna make. Cause you got to remember, it's crash outs in the hood too. With that 100 Charleston White, it's 100 crash outs
Char,
that
Char,
don't want that ain't trying to hear that.
Charleston White is an agitator. He an
Facts.
agitator. But if you look at the history of him coming up, he was protecting the crooks. He was
Hey,
protecting the young niggas that was getting in trouble, trying to make sure motherfuckers did, trying to make sure people didn't get all that time and fall into them crazy situations. So I can't really say that I think the snitch thing that he talked is because he did tell when he was a young dude, but I don't think he out here telling on people. I think that's just a persona that he used to make his money because he keep people coming and keep people talking about him. I don't think he really
I think if,
an informant type of dude.
I think if somebody do something to him, he gonna tell.
I think if somebody do something to him, he gonna tell for sure. I believe that. I believe that 100%.
I honestly believe that Charleston White would
Huh?
actually make the neighborhood better. I think he probably would
I hear you.
provoke stuff, but he would keep
Yeah,
on
I feel the
provoking
same
people to
too.
do things, and they'd keep catching cases because he gonna provoke them, trap them, and then send them away. And before,
And that's a good thing to you.
look, hear me out. And before you know it, they just gonna move down the block. They gonna move off Charleston's block. They gonna be like, you know what? And then there's 100 of them. So that means they in all the units, they all over the place telling and no, like as a homeowner, yes, in a community, yes, that would do a lot of good. Like we just gotta remember when we was out there, we were the bad guys. We were doing
I understand that. I understand that. You're absolutely right. Okay, I got a question for you, Tom. Say I move in the house across the street from you,
where I stay at
right?
now.
Yeah,
I'm
right
telling
where
you,
you stay.
as soon as you move in, I'm telling. I'm like, watch him, watch him, watch him.
This is
I'm gonna keep
insane,
my
bro.
eyes on that one. I'm like, he look kind of sneaky. Hey,
That
Kato, he
man
look
is
kind of
crazy,
sneaky.
man.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Man,
Go ahead, bro.
that's
Go ahead, bro.
crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
just playing.
listen. That was the question. Like, just say I move in the house across the street from you for the sole purpose of open up shop, bro. And
Bro,
I open up
if you
shop, and I got to hold on, hear me out. And I got an awesome program going on to where it ain't causing no commotion. It ain't causing no traffic. It's all good. It's a crucial lick, and we just get money, but you know what's going on. And the police ask you like, "Hey, I've been seeing like a build up of addicts around here. Where you know where they coming from? Would you tell them?
well, they call him Glover Valley. He has a Sunni. He wears a blue Cubs hat from time to time. He likes to wear his ear pods in both ears. Yeah, he's moving that work. Yeah, kilos and G-lo. Now look. Let me show you how the streets is a conundrum, right? Someone will kill you for $1,000 easy on the streets. You go owe somebody $1,000. These
Mhm.
houses over here, I've watched them grow in value because of keeping away the riffraff, making sure everybody cut their grass, making sure it's no nonsense in the community. Your stuff grow over 100,000. 100,000. Now, if somebody come over here and that happens and it gets out, property values drop. So that little thing that you did may cost somebody $50,000, $75,000. Now, if 1,000 is enough to get you killed, 60 in the hood, What? So you telling me 100,000 enough to make you tell? I'm telling. I'm telling. I'm telling. As soon as you move in, I'm telling. I'm gonna be watching you unload from the moving company. Like, I'm watching.
Man, I'm missing all of my comments, bro. I'm tripping over here, bro. I ain't seeing none of the comments. But
Yeah, you
look
gotta
though,
read.
now listen. All right, let me see if I can find one because they all basically a lot of them agreeing with us. But Lakeitha Chavette say, I feel like a snitch is when you rat on people you got ties with or that you was on that with and y'all got knocked. Regular people are looked at as protecting their communities, but in the eyes of the streets, Grams offering info no one asks for. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
make them
They
allow.
they
Say,
all saying
Tony,
the
you
same
remember my
thing.
battle with the example? Hey, talk that talk, bro. Talk that
Who
talk.
what do you mean by his battle with the example? Now, no, before we answer that, listen. When if somebody to this to go to gloves what gloves was just saying, right? When somebody black move in your neighborhood, somebody new, do we not like question them first? Like what kind of like what this nigga might be on? You know what I mean? Who is this nigga? Like, do we look at him at all?
I don't though. Honest to
Not
God,
me.
bro, I'll be so happy when a black person move in the community, bro. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be happy to see the face. So my guards be totally down, man. Like I'll be happy to see him. Like, like we is me and my neighbor like across. We the only two black people on this block, and then we got a couple people sprinkled here and there.
Explains a lot.
So you know what I'm saying? I would love to see a gloves move next though. I would be
Look,
happy.
Now you
listen,
Yes, I
because
would. I would,
I
but
don't
it
know
went
if I
from a
would.
career
I don't
fight,
know if I
and I ain't
would.
liking it.
100% coming from where we come from and knowing what I know. If I see somebody pull up in a because we only drive certain cars, right? Impalas, you know what I mean? Chevys,
that's a lie.
Malibus, Monte Carlo, you know what I mean?
That's a lie. That's a lie. I
Majority of the
got a
time, we
Volvo.
drive certain cars, bro.
I got a Volvo right now.
That's
Tricky.
but that's different. When you
I
pull up
got a
to the
Volvo
picnic,
right
Negro, you're gonna be the only one in the Volvo, Jack.
Hey,
now.
hey,
Yeah, I
G
That's
got a
Sean say
that's
a
a
Volvo.
fact.
Buick. Oh, bro, a Buick, bro.
Or a
Say a
Buick,
Buick.
or a Buick, right? It's certain cars that we know. Like when certain black people pull up in that car, you telling me they moving in that house right now. You see a Buick, you see a Buick, you see a LeSabre, an old school LeSabre, 88 or something. You see a Buick, you see an old school LeSabre, you see a Chevy Impala. Them the three cars they pull up in. Everybody get out. They look just like us. Now you live in a white community, but everybody in that car, they look just like us where we come from. Your eye don't go up a little bit.
No, like man, bro, like bro, you know
Yes,
what?
it do.
Look, hear me out, bro. I hate this neighborhood, bro. I swear to God, I hate it with all my soul, bro. But when I stayed on the other side of town, and my next door neighbor was used to be the king of the 4CHs. My other next door neighbor, he was a old school gangster that used to be in the street. I swear to God, I miss that late neighborhood, bro. I used to be over their houses. We'd go sit out on the porch and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to the street was called Sutton Field. We used to call it the field. I'd be like, hey, y'all trying to go on the field, and we'd just sit out there, drink, talk about, you know what I'm saying, transitioning. Now none of us was in the street no more. You know what I'm saying? But like we'll just sit back and cool it. It was we'll barbecue together, all that. Here, they unfriendly. Totally unfriendly, bro. They don't the kid ain't none of the kids ever tried to play with my kids over here, bro. None of that, bro. I don't
That's this
like it here, bro.
that's this era. We live in a different era. See, when you remember when we was growing up, when we was little dudes, one of our mama was all of our mama.
Swear to God, bro.
You know what I mean? So we got along. We became friends because it was just like that. That was the community thing to do. Right now, though, I'm not gonna lie. If I see a bunch of black folks that's moving in and they look just like us, my eye is going up, bro. I don't care. Like I don't know what kind of person that make me, but my eye is going up, and I'm gonna be aware of them until I know them, until we cool, until I got an understanding. I'm gonna move a little different. I ain't even gonna lie, cause I don't want them to see me yet. I don't want them
Like,
to see me or feel like they know something or they think something or they watching the way I move or question the way I move because I know how niggas be.
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, man, I'm don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I got my eyes open at all points in time.
Mhm.
Even with like, bro, like, look, I don't trust the white people either, bro. They be
But
freaky, bro.
but
So
when the
look,
white folk, not to cut you off, but when the white folks move in, do your eye go up?
yeah, yeah. Like, bro, I don't trust people. Period, black or white. So like I'm still like, I wonder what the new neighbors be on. But like my last neighbor, bro, my son started watching the like he started getting into like real estate. He started like watching the real estate. I go
Uh-huh.
went to my neighbor Kenny. I say, hey, bro, I know you be doing the houses, the plumbing. I'm like, my son want to do it. He like, have him ready tomorrow at 7 o'clock, send him to me. Next thing you know, he called FaceTime me from the roof. He doing all time. So like I miss community, bro. Like
Yeah.
the community part of black people that's doing something, that community is the one I want to be in. This one I hate.
I
Now
ain't
let's
all that
read
friendly
some
though,
comments
man.
before
I
I
ain't
get
gonna
up
lie.
before we pass the mic. Grandma saw everything. If she sees something wrong, she tell it. Bo Flex Goodwin say period. But what you saying period too, Bo Flex? Okay, here go my dog, my boy Snoop, my boy Snoop in here, Stanton Anthony Jr. Cause you all around white people, whole neighborhood. But good thing about that, you ain't gotta wake up with no dead bodies on your block. Hey, now you know what? My man Snoop done been in my neighborhood, so he's seen it. Like, and I agree with that. It's just I do miss the community part of being on the south side of town over there that way.
Yeah.
I do miss that, but I don't miss the gunshots. I don't miss people trying to break in your car. I don't miss having to always lock all the doors. I don't miss that part.
Hey, just for the record, because a lot of people go on there and they speaking on the grandma, we use grandma as example, but just so everybody know, grandma's not telling on nobody in our neighborhood. It's not one old lady in our neighborhood that's telling on anybody. Under no circumstance, they protecting us with their lives, all of them. I don't care what we do. I don't care how we do. Those old ladies out there from our neighborhood, they protecting us with their lives. I don't care
That's
what
a
nobody
fact.
say.
Bro,
That's a
like,
fact.
man,
We
look,
just
well, I'm an
basically
old
use
man,
that
and I'm
as a
telling.
metaphor.
Yeah, that was just an example.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, I swear to God, somebody try to open up shop on my block, bro. I swear to God, I'm letting it. Hold on, let me go check outside, make sure ain't nobody on the corner. And if you do, call 911.
I don't be
I'm
caring
telling
about
my
that.
son. Hey, my man Snoop say you get that when you come to my house. Hey, yeah, I swear to God, like I do on some real stuff, bro. Like I go over there, bro. He know the whole community, everybody chilling. They come on the porch, we sitting back talking. It's cool, it's laid back, bro.
Man, it's different strokes for different folks, man. Different places. I was up in La Crosse, up there visiting my cousin and Doc. You remember Doc?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I was up there with Doc and them, and they was outside like old school, bro. This is just last year on the 4th of July. They was like that, like the old school, bro. They was out there with the grill out, with the chairs in front of in front of the house, with the
Right.
table on the sidewalk. They was out there like the old school, bro, drinking, hanging out. Man, I ain't gonna lie, because
Man,
I got stuck on the side of the road on my way to Chicago, and I ended up having to go to La Crosse and hang out with them. Man, I had a ball with them that weekend though, because it was old school, bro. It was so old school, bro. They was outside right in front of the house, barbecuing, hanging out, drinking, that's doing their thing. Police never came over there and said nothing to nobody. It was black. It was old school, man. I was like, man, I ain't did this in so long. It's crazy.
hey, who let James Gatewood in these comments, man?
Bird,
Birds heard. Hey, Snoop,
bird
what's
in there.
snitching? All right, what'd you say? What'd you say? So like, I agree, bro. But to get back to the snitching, what's the name, bro? I think that we do want to separate the two, bro,
Yeah,
because like we got
Y'all want to
some gotta
separate.
give with us promoting the negativity and making it seem like it's something wrong with somebody standing up for their investment or them wanting better in that community and not wanting to riffraff on their block because they know what come with it. Like if I'm
mhm,
outside, I wouldn't even care that somebody telling that ain't got nothing to do with it. It'd be like we just gonna have to make our operation move a lot smoother, and we gonna have
exactly,
to, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
We is to challenge us. Like, all right,
Yeah,
if they can see inside our operation that transparently, we
that's
need
our
to
fault.
change it up.
Right,
We need
it's
no
your
That's
more
what
fault.
we
blood.
did.
Don't touch the money no more, bro. You go
It's your
all the way
fault.
around the back and you got the work. Woo woo. You
That,
send the people like we need to make this thing a machine. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's what we did, son. That's what
No,
we
no,
did. When
that
we
was
was
sloppy. That was
hold on,
sloppy. That was sloppy work. That was sloppy work. I swear to
hold
God, that was
on, hold
sloppy. That
on,
was totally
hold on,
disorganized.
hold on. Time out. Listen, go back to your block days. When there was somebody on the block that we knew wasn't fucking with us, did we make it hard for them? No, we stayed the fuck out their way.
Yeah,
We tried to make it comfortable for them. We didn't come at them like, oh, you a snitch. Well, we didn't do none of that bullshit. Excuse my language. We made it comfortable for them. We got out their way. We gave them their respect because they are civilians.
that's a fact.
But we did that because we knew they would tell,
Right.
and telling is snitching. Well,
So now though, right? So now we moved into a new era where everybody is loud and proud, like I was saying earlier, with the street talk. The street talk is like covering the airwaves. Like it's cool to be street. So a lot of these dudes, they don't be cut to be street. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people out here that ain't cut for it. So we know they telling right out the gate. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that's the game, the way it's set up right now, to me, they just look like a bunch of pirates out there. So when a conversation like this conversation we having this conversation, when I be saying separated, I don't want to feel like if we say yo everybody the same thing, the kids that's listening or the younger people listening say, well, I might well just be doing that because I'm gonna get judged the same way anyway. It's almost like we taking away the good because we putting people into our program, or it ain't even really my program no more, but we putting people into this street program, and everybody's like, if you black right now in America, it almost seemed like you have to be a part of the street program in order to be considered solid almost.
it's not a street thing though, bro. We just covered that. The
But
snitch
it
does.
can. But when we use the word snitch, even though it ain't 100% a street thing, when we talking about street issues, like I was saying earlier, we got to find a word that separate the tattletale from the snitch. The tattletale is the one that's minding somebody else's business or that see you doing something and that's telling because they just feel like you're doing something wrong, so they just gonna give you up. But the
That's
snitch to me is the person that's inside. What do we
in that
call the
definition.
inside person?
The same thing. A rat, a snitch. The
I don't
same
know,
fucking
man.
thing. But see, this the thing though. In the era that we in now, bro, everything is snitching to me. You got motherfuckers. Hey, I can't wash my mouth. Listen, you got people that will share a crime on their page
Yeah,
and get a million likes, but swear they not telling. That's telling, bro.
Now that's
right.
absolutely. Wait a minute. Let me think on that.
Share your own crime.
No.
I mean,
So
just,
like,
just say you and somebody out there having a fight, and I come out there with my camera,
and post it to
and,
Facebook.
and just, you bam knock him out. He hit his head on the curb and died, and then I post it on Facebook, and by the time you look up, it got 20,000 shares.
Crazy.
You
No
feel me?
hell nah. That's definitely telling,
Like
bro.
Right.
so. I mean,
But what
Like
happens?
that's
But
that
what?
man. Like that's the new era. Just
Listen
telling,
to
bro.
this.
What about when they was going around doing hits and they was telling on themselves? Like they was
Uh,
saying all types of intimate details of like, hey, or look, like, do you think this snitching? Okay, what about this? Lil Mike get shot and killed by a dude named Stanley Cup, right? So now we all know Stanley Cup killed Lil Mike, right?
uh,
Now Stanley Cup, a year later, Stanley Cup, Stanley Cup gets shot, and everybody started posting, man. Rest now. We think he don't pull through, and everybody started saying now Little Mike can rest in peace. You just insinuated that
that's
somebody
telling.
else did it.
that's still telling to me. I got a question. I got a question from Netta. But what
Go ahead.
happens when the kids seen something happen to their loved one and they scared to tell because they scared to be labeled a snitch?
Mm. Gloves, you want to go, or you want me to go?
You don't want to hear what I gotta say.
I do too because that's a good one. That's a good
Grow
one.
up and get your get back.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I think that you say get back to a kid.
Grow up and get your get back. Never forget this day. Never forget his face. Grow up and get your get back.
That's my point though, Netta. That's my kid
That's
too,
telling
bro.
you
She
not an
be on
option.
point with it. She definitely be on point because that's my point. We don't want the kids to get caught up in our lingo and the way we do things. That's kind of my point. That nigga say grow up and get your get back is crazy.
Hey, man.
Like I honestly believe that we gotta figure out a better way of looking
Okay.
at that,
And I
man.
got another one because this
That's
I've been seeing,
ridiculous,
bro.
man.
I've been seeing this on the internet and it bugs me to my core, bro. All of these dudes getting caught and they telling and they keep saying, well, I didn't send nobody to prison. Do it matter if somebody go to jail? If you go tell the police on somebody, do it matter if they went to jail or not?
You know what? You know what? Like, um,
No, not to me.
okay, what do y'all think about this, right?
I don't think it matters.
Okay,
I think if you
so
tell, you tell.
look. They say that in certain prisons, the black population is at odds and they lose a lot of the wars inside of those prisons because of our snitching rule is so concrete, right? And they
Mhm.
say like let's say the mafia would say they all read books like The Art of War, the 48 Laws of Power, stuff like that, right? And one of the rules in this book is that the war that you don't have to fight and you can still win, you go that route. So what they rule is Italians can't tell on Italians. But if Glove stab Woo Woo, they can tell on Glove, you know what I'm saying, and get him through in the hole. Or like, okay, if Gloves is the head of the organization
Yeah.
and they could tell to get him out the way, they'll do that. But it's snitching if it's Italian on Italian. But black people be kind of as a disadvantage because they just deem it all snitching.
So
Y'all think
so
about
so
that?
so the murder code is the code of silence, right? That's the murder code, right? The code of
Yeah.
silence. It's not only privy to Italians. It's snitching. Period. So I guess I read something different somewhere. I heard something different somewhere. But they code of silence mean don't tell on nobody. Period. Because then you can't be trusted. You're a rat. You know what I mean? You can't trust. If you tell, if you tell on him, you'll tell on me. Because why you tell? A lot of people tell. It's some people right now that just use snitching as a defense mechanism. Kind of, I guess, to what you're saying now, Tune. Like people use it to win wars or to do this or to do that, or just it's just a tactical decision for some people. A tactical decision for
I
some
got a
people.
question. I got one. I got one. I gotta ask. I gotta know y'all. I'm in and out on this one. What do y'all feel about people giving up people that's dead? Like King Von, rest in peace. Somebody gave up 10 of his bodies to get.
Telling is telling.
Now wait. I want to hear you go into detail on that. Wrong. What you say?
Telling is telling to me.
I totally disagree.
Wait. So you telling me if you in jail for life with your rappy and his name Stanley Cup,
Yeah,
and Stanley Cup, he out and he died. He the one who did the murder, but you know you was with him. You know you was down with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know he got there first and knocked him.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Now you sitting in prison
yeah,
and he died on the street, and you can go and be like, look, man, I know the intimate details, you know what I'm saying? And you can file an appeal and get out, and you know you
yeah.
can. You gonna
Okay,
be in prison.
listen. How do Stanley Cup mama look at him? How do she know him? How do Stanley Cup kids look at him? How do they know him? How do Stanley Cup wife look at him? How do they know him? When I go in here and I tell on Stanley Cup, who's my brother, who my family, who's somebody I love after he dead, what do I do to his family psychic when I say that he did all these things?
He gone.
But it ain't about Stanley Cup no more because now when I say he did all these things, I'm causing pain and like
How?
everything that I'm saying on this stage is I'm putting pain on his family after he already
How?
gone
How?
Hey,
because they don't know him to be this person.
Let him finish. Let him finish because I
I'm,
want to hear you next,
I'm,
love.
I'm saying they don't know him to be that person. I know him to be that person. A lot of times, like when we be out here, when people do what they do and they move how they move, we know each other. But when we go home to our family, that's our safe zone. We don't teach our kids the streets. We don't claim the streets. We don't brag about the streets to our kids and to our family. We go home and we become squares. A lot of us do. We go home and we be squares. We
I
lay
hear
up
you.
under our ladies like straight punks, nigga. Sometimes we go into our comfort zone and we don't want our family to know us as being those people because We don't want them to become those people. We don't want them to be cool and feel like those people are good people, because most of us, we want to keep our kids away from the streets.
All right, for sure. Good,
So if
good.
you
Be your
understand, and you telling Stanley Cup whole family that he a gangster, that he a murderer, that he did this and he did that, man, what do you do to their psyche?
All right, glove. I just zoomed you in. There you go. Sit up, bro. Go ahead. What you
It's
think?
still snitching, but that's the only snitching I probably would do. That's the only snitching I probably would entertain.
Why? What you mean?
If because there's no punishment for him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm getting him in no type of peril. Like it ain't like there's no consequences that he's gonna face from this.
His
I
family
mean,
facing the consequences now
how?
because they
Okay,
feeling
okay.
it like it's
Can I get in this? Can I get
go
in this?
ahead, go ahead.
You know what's crazy? I
Mhm.
kind of agree with both of y'all because that can bring a stigma to the family name. Like, just think about it. Like, if something happened to Mike, and Mike has a brand, well, Mike family has a brand, and now Mike's family's brand is associated
Mhm.
with a killer. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get you wrong, but gloves, I gotta roll with
Those
you
are the
on that
ones.
because it's like you want to leverage that, and you could try to do damage control. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
you get out, you be like, hey, look, I just look. You know what I'm saying? Me and bro, but at the end of the day, like man, me and my man, we was up to no good, man. And you know
Listen,
what I'm saying? Like I had to, you know what I'm saying, put all that weight on him so I could get up out that jam. But like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
listen,
So I could see it both
listen,
ways, but
listen
I'm
to this.
definitely telling on the dead, brother.
Listen to this, right? Listen to this, right?
You know,
Shout out to the other podcast, the Freedom Right and Wrong podcast, right? We talk about mental health all the time, right?
Facts.
The things that, like, when you feel something and it's an overwhelming feeling, it could destroy you right there in that moment, right? It could destroy you right there in that moment. Some people, when their parents get a divorce, it ruined them for the rest of their life when it comes down to relationships. Some people get shot
I
and they
see where
look at
you're going
like,
with this.
you
I
see
see
what I'm
where
saying?
you're going.
It changes your whole out. You finding out certain information can destroy you as a human being mentally because of what you thought and what you felt. And if you felt like your dad was the best dude in the world, a solid businessman, a real solid entrepreneur, renaissance man who did all good and he raised you to be good and you do good and you live in a good way, and then you see somebody on the stand saying that your daddy's a killer. That somebody on the stand saying your daddy's a killer. He killed this person for that money. He killed this person for that money. So now they telling a story and they getting out of their jam, but they telling you your daddy been a liar your whole life.
but what about my kids?
You did your crime and you did that. You was with him when y'all did that crime and you got jammed up. If you was a part of that crime and y'all did it, it was your responsibility to think about your kids. You got jammed up. He didn't. He died. He slipped out of it. So if he slipped out of it and you didn't, I feel sorry for your kids, and I don't think your kids should go through that. But as a friend, why put your friend kids through that when they don't have to go through it, and your kids going through it anyway because of your bad decision?
So basically what I'm learning for this is stay out of trouble. Because I'm
It's
telling now
it's layers, bro.
I do
It's
got a
layers.
question for everybody, right? I do
Uh-huh.
got a question for both of y'all.
We agree to disagree on that one, Ron.
I
Okay,
got
I
you.
got a
I
question for
got
both
you.
of y'all. I got a question. I'm
Hmm.
about to set this up super decent. Okay, let's just say you at the crib, you got a nice crib. You got jewelry in there, you got jewelry, you got some cash laying around, you know what I'm saying, left safe for about 40,000 in there, whatever. And somebody come ramshack the house. Now you got cameras in the house because you got younger daughters and you want to monitor them.
Uh-huh.
Now you file an insurance claim, the insurance say, I need to see the police report. You show them the police report, and you know what I'm saying, when the adjuster come out, they see all the cameras. They say we need all that footage. Now you say I don't know about getting you that because I know, and they're about to deny your claim because of. They let you know if you don't give this up in the next 48 hours, we deny your claim for $85,000. Do you give up the footage to show clearly who robbed your house? Because you know it was little Eddie now. You like that's
Right.
little Eddie. So you know it's Lil Eddie. Do you give that up? Yes or no? And is that snitching? We're gonna start off with Romy. No, we gotta do Glove. We gotta do Glove because Glove ain't talk for a minute. If you that's okay with you, bro. Glove, is you getting up the footage? What we doing? Are you telling?
Man, that man ain't giving them people no information, man.
Yeah, I probably got them to tell their ass them joints don't work.
Yeah.
They asked for them. They asked for like, all right, give them to the heart, and they could pull it. And you know that the people can pull it up, even if you try to erase it, they can pull it. They can pull it. You know that for fact. If you give this
I'm talking about an insurance company, not the police. So they can't just come in there and forcefully take nothing. They got to take what you tell them. That's shit for sure.
And they deny your
It
claim.
don't
They say,
work.
well, we're gonna deny it 72 hours. If we don't have this, it's cut and dry. If we don't have this, your claim's getting denied. What you doing?
So
Okay.
so they only gonna ask to see the footage if they see the cameras. Just remove the cameras, give the statement. You don't know who did it. Boom.
No,
That's
what
one
I'm
of the
saying is they
comments.
already said. So you can't change the scenario. Like, don't change the
That's
scenario.
it.
You gotta keep
Right.
it iron tight. You in a rock and a hard place. We've already gave the scenario, bro. So like it is what they've already seen it. They've seen the cameras, they seen everything, and now you got a decision to make. Do you uphold this street code and leave with nothing, or do you get your
It's
85,000?
not a
It,
street code, man.
I was just gonna say because
Okay, well, do you up this level of integrity that you feel like is integrity? Do you keep it up or do you
I,
take it?
I think that depends. Like if I'm going for this insurance money, it depends on what position I'm in or whatever. If I'm going for the insurance money, then I'm doing what needs to be done to get the insurance money. So if in that situation, then I'm being a rat, then I gotta accept that for what it is. That's if I'm going for the insurance money. Sometimes you get into those situations if I know Lil Eddie them doing it, I don't really care about the insurance money because I'm going over there to see Lil Eddie them.
Facts.
If my cameras show Lil Eddie them in my house stealing from me, the insurance money and all that is not even a question for me. My next question for myself is how can I kill this little nigga and get away with it? I'm not gonna lie.
Because Eddie might be dead by the time they do the investigation.
Right. You know what I mean? I'm going to get Lil Eddie. That would be my standpoint.
Netta LaShawn said should have never came in my house.
Straight up. Straight
Bro,
up.
got it like a motherfucker.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
I'll tell you like this, bro. By the time the police get to my door, I'm gonna have all the footage ready. I'm gonna have Lil Eddie zoomed in. I'm gonna go on Lil Eddie's Facebook picture and I'm gonna show the similarities and I'm gonna have the contrast comparison. I'm gonna go on my ID and find out Lil Eddie's ID and where he lays his head at, and I'm gonna give the police everything possible that they can to track down Lil Eddie. Then I'm gonna offer the police to get out of the police car and get into my car. Because I know a
Goodness
faster way to
gracious.
get to little Eddie.
Goodness gracious.
Hey,
I'm going to
you
take Lil
gon' you
Eddie's
gonna
fucking
fuck up
head off.
you gonna fuck up your
But
brand with all this heinous telling you doing, boy.
yeah,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Goodness
no, I
gracious.
ain't. Hey, look.
Man, I got a question before we go. I see all the rappers catching the cases and they doing this and they doing that. Now, from my perspective, if you're on a Fed case, and I'm gonna try to give a quick breakdown, right? I think if you on a Fed case and you give up the first statement, and the people basically say like, okay, so are you a part of a criminal organization? And you say yes. And they say, is this such and such a criminal organization? And you say yes. Now, to me, I think you just gave them a case. I think you just gave them a case.
That's a fact. That
I
is
think
a fact.
you gave them a case. So I want to ask Tune be around, Tune be outside around a lot of rappers and everything. Do you think that's snitching? To me, I think it is. I think you just gave the
Say it
feds a
one more
case,
time.
even though you
Give
didn't
me,
point
I
at
want to hear
nobody,
it clearly.
even though you didn't
Again.
say nobody's name. I think you just told on the whole
So
everything.
listen.
Let
So
me hear it
listen,
again.
right?
Let me hear the question again.
So listen, right? It's just like the situation with fool them, Gunna and Young Thug. You have a group of people saying that this is not a game. And then you have one guy who steps up there and says, yes, this is a game. That's clearly telling.
That's telling. You just gave them the case.
Clearly snitching.
Okay, I actually agree with that. I agree with the teller because Gunner was well aware of what he was doing. Like he was
Yeah.
well aware. Everybody like if I knew and you sitting over there with Thug and you know he's sliding, he doing all this and that and this, and you taking that like you going, didn't he go stand on somebody's car like he was a gangster too?
Yeah,
He was in the beef. He was acting like he was a gangster,
bro.
and see, he was taking that rap and using that to push
the benefit.
Street persona.
Right. And they got these lawyers
from it. And then when the flame came on, and they like, hey, so you a gangster too with the rest of the gangsters? Are y'all gangsters? He like, yeah.
They gangsters, but I'm not.
Right. Yeah, definitely. He told
that's basically what he said.
But listen, this how the feds do it though. They so smooth, right? Because they want to convince you that you ain't telling. And a lot of these niggas be dumb. Let's just be realistic. Some of these dudes be with certain stuff. They don't understand what was being said to them when it's being said to them. But the lawyers are trying to convince you, like, yo, if you say it this way, you're not telling. But the way the feds work is different than the state. So with the feds, when you in the feds and they say, yo, what gang is this the gang you in? Yeah, this the gang I'm in. Is this gang a criminal organization? Yeah, this gang a criminal organization. They don't got to ask you no names no more because they already got the footage. They already got the recordings. They already got the conversation. So now all they got to do is connect people to you. You the glue now, right?
Agreed.
You the glue now. So now all they got to do is connect everybody to you. Some people might get connected to you that don't got nothing to do with the crime at all. But because you said you're the glue and you making everything what it is, basically, you just sent everybody to prison, damn near. Everybody you talk to, everybody you rotate with, you basically just gave them a case. And some of those dudes didn't even do nothing. And that's the way the feds work. So in the feds,
my bad. In the feds, I know you were still going.
Nah, I lost my track of what I was going to say.
All right.
Man, yeah, that's telling though. Basically, yeah, that's telling.
telling.
All that shit them niggas doing telling. The Gucci Mane told.
Yeah,
like even
telling.
if he didn't get a feds a statement, if he ain't write nothing down, you came and made a song about it, nigga. You tell him.
You told.
Period.
You told. It's like right now, bro. I feel like we letting the rap community like make the rules for the streets. Like that's weird to me right now. That's weird to me right now.
The rap community got so much influence on the street it don't make sense.
And they ain't even in them, bro. They not even in them.
Realistic. But like we got to get up out of here, y'all. So who want to go first on their wrap up?
Go ahead, Tony Ron.
Man, I was thinking about this earlier, man. It's to you know what I mean? To everybody that's doing podcasting and everybody that's out there watching, you know what I mean? It's a new podcast I've been checking out, Thick Skin Podcast. It's a podcast up here live on Lake Street. You know, I got my other podcast, the Freedom Right or Wrong podcast. But anybody that's doing podcasts, I feel like we need to start linking up. If we on this Facebook thing, we on this YouTube thing, and we around each other, man, we need to start linking up and making each other big, man, making each other better. That's all I really want to say. I just want to say we need to get in the game with each other and make everything and make each other bigger. You know what I mean? Make a bigger name, a better name, and a more realistic name, because a lot of the people that's already there, they really getting watered down. And nobody really want to watch it no more because it ain't authentic no more. So we need to feed the underground, man, where it's still authentic at. That's all I got.
Love.
Make it easy. Put the camera on me.
All right, I got you.
Making each other big is crazy.
Pause.
Oh, bro, that is diabolical. But thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
You already know, man. You already know, man. Look, man, it is what it is, man. This your boy Tune, man. One more again. We did the podcast one more again, man. It ain't nothing but love for y'all. Man, make sure y'all come out next week. We're going to be posting up what we are talking about during the week. So make sure you watch our stories. Make sure you follow me. You follow Outlaw Rome, and you follow Gloves Mac. You know what I'm saying? We right in here, so you already know what it is, man. This your boy Tune signing off. YBE Town Business. Y'all already know, man. Make sure y'all stay in here for the rest of this.
Welcome to, woo. Welcome to Town Business. Woo. Welcome to Town Business. Woo. Welcome to Town Business. Woo. Yeah. Welcome to Town Business, where we don't crash and leave witnesses. We be on our business shit, like how this shit gon' benefit. Can this one take a nick? We make the flipping go legitimate. This money come in increments. We play this game like instruments. We ain't on the corner, we ain't waiting on no pension kit. We gon' take a pinch of this and add it to our mention list. Drop it in the chat, Glover 2 might mention it. I'm from out for 50 years where we don't honor henchmen now. Catch your ass slipping, put a nickel on your kids and them. Blood be on the eye, you ain't see him when he sent the sin. Don't be on this money talk, all about the Benjamins. Heard a hit dog holler, shake a bitch up like some cinnamon. Hate us if you want it, in this battle dog we been the men. This shit about many men, this shit about killing them. 40 night, Town Business kid. Welcome to, woo.